Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. I know you've done this before. I just like to remind you this is not an exact science. Sometimes you got to stretch it outside the box a little bit. We may not, probably won't get all the details, but the details are none of my business. So she should give me just enough so you know that it's her and understand what she's talking about. If it doesn't make any sense now, remember, you'll either see it later, remember it later, or somebody else will validate it for you later and go, I know what she's talking about. So it's a little dark and dingy here today in Kansas. It was beautiful sunrise though. The most gorgeous pinks and blues and clouds. So we're going to talk to Mom today. Okay, so she comes in. I don't know if she's clicking her dentures or, let me see, some kind of a, or clicking or something with her mouth. Something like, I know I have a top denture. I kind of do it with mine sometimes. So that's why I was thinking it might be a denture. Some kind of a little sucking noise or clicking noise or something with her mouth. Kind of like a little habit thing. One of those little noises that can be annoying to somebody else after a while. She's trying to validate that it's her. Oh, my baby, my baby, my baby. She has this extreme amount of love for you. You can do no wrong. In my eyes or God's eyes. You only do wrong in your own eyes. And that's not right. Don't do that to yourself. Most of us do. Know that I see you as perfect. And I've had so many of them come through lately telling their loved one that they're perfect. It's been a whole general theme the last few readings, it seems like, most of them anyway. Something about take my arm, but she's showing me you going like this, and she takes your arm. Right, where are we going with this? So you know how I don't know if you used to walk with her this way, you'd put your arm out and she would loop her arm through there and steady herself, and when she was walking beside you, know that you will feel this, and it's hard for me to explain how they make me itch. Sorry, their energy makes me itch. I don't know how you will feel the energy. Everybody feels it different, but you could maybe be sitting there and you might feel like a pressure come around here, a warmth. It could be like goosebumps tingling right there, or maybe it might even go up or down your arm. But she's grabbing that elbow and just hugging into you. You should feel that on one side. She's on my right side right now. It doesn't have to be the right side, but it's like a bubble pushing. It's a fullness. And then this pressure here. You always steadied me more than you know, in more ways than you know. I trusted you. I trusted everything you did for me. I didn't always like it, but I trusted it. And I'm feeling this pressure getting harder. Not harder is not the right word, but stronger. I wasn't mad at you. I was mad at the situation. And she's practically yelling. I did not like being helpless. She's taking her hand and hitting like a table or something and going, damn it. I couldn't stop it. It made me feel worthless. Made me feel like a bother. Made me feel not valuable. And not valued. It really had nothing to do with you. So if she was taking something out on you, it really wasn't because she was mad at you. Frustrated. Angry. Knowing it had to be done. It was my time. But even through my grumpiness, I loved you beyond compare. You were my salvation. Don't carry that with you. I am in a better place. Did not want to do this anymore. Want happiness for you. You are a joy in my life. Beyond compare. Things I should have told you while I was here. I'm sorry I didn't tell you more. It might have been more or more often. You have a good life. Relish it. Cherish it. Don't take it for granted. All right, I don't know what she's doing. She's making me feel something in my stomach area. I'm trying to get her to tell me why. There's a reason for everything that she says or shows. I don't know if she had something wrong in her stomach area or if you have had or if you just have that knot in your stomach all the time. She's not explaining why my stomach area is feeling full right now. Excuse me. My stomach area is feeling full right now. Okay. I have my vacuum sitting on the other side of the table because I desperately need to vacuum. And she's telling me you need to put your vacuum down once in a while. And then she's showing you like jumping around and like in a field of flowers and just feeling free, kind of like a flower child type thing. She says you need to go find something that makes you feel free and light and airy. Sometimes just put the vacuum down and go enjoy life. stop feeling guilty about the housework. Oh, Lord, I do. Mine's a mess. I know that feeling. I think when I did another reading for you, I think something was maybe mentioned about a deer or being out in the country or something. And she's showing you like looking out your window and seeing a deer standing on the hill. Big buck. I'm in Kansas. Should be deer season. Uh, Probably not rifle season yet, but either is or almost deer season. It's been a while since I've been deer hunting. Getting too old to do all that walking. But she's showing like you sitting there with a cup of coffee and you look out and you see this big buck standing up there. And it's just like peaceful and beautiful and calm and she says you need to find that feeling more often. And know that that'll be a sign from her. So not only looking out your window and seeing a big buck, but seeing you might be walking through Walmart. You might kind of feel like your head turns and like, okay, why do I need to look this direction? Why do I feel like I need to look over here? And there might be a statue of a deer, a painting of a deer. You might see one on Facebook. You might see one on TV, like a big buck standing on a hill. Know that that'll be a sign from her. So validate her, acknowledge her, tell her you love her, and ask her to bring you more signs if you want them. That's your free will choice. She says, she said Horatio. I don't know if you actually know somebody named Horatio. We really stink at names. Don't know why. Used to get them exact. Don't anymore. Don't know why. And the more I say that, the more I'm jinxing myself. But anyway, it's at least a male with an HHO name that she's acknowledging. She's playing drums right now. I have no clue why. Did she actually play drums? You've recently gone somewhere, watched somebody play drums. You have somebody in your family that plays drums. I don't know where she's going with the sitting at a drum set. They don't always explain. It's her show. She can do whatever she wants. Okay, so it doesn't matter if she ever touched a drum set or not. She's taken the drumstick and she's lightly tapping the edge of the cymbal. Know that sound. You will hear a sound like that. Maybe you have some chimes that'll sound like that cymbal, or yeah, it doesn't count if the wind's blowing like crazy like it does sometimes. And they're out there banging around. But if you just hear it out of the blue, that little tinny ting ting, you know what I mean. Know that that'll be a sign from her. And you can be anywhere. You can be in your vehicle, you can be in the store, outside, doesn't matter. She's showing herself in your hallway, like around the bathroom. Okay, she's showing the bathroom door moving. So, where are we going with this? So if it seems like a gust of wind blows the bathroom door shut, or if you walk by the bathroom and the door's in one position and you walk back by later and it's in a different position, and it may just be very slight, or if it just all of a sudden slams, which mine don't usually do because I ask them not to scare the heck out of people. Or maybe this has just happened. So you might want to pay attention to that bathroom door. She's hanging out right there in the hallway. I'm not sure why. Is there a picture of her there or something of hers there? Do you have a little table that has something? I don't, some reason she's standing in the hallway. But I feel like and what she's showing me is hallway. Bathroom's on the left. Doesn't have to be. She's standing before the bathroom door. So as you walk through that spot, and she seems to like be stuck in that spot. She's not actually stuck. I don't want to give you that impression. But like she's there, and she stays there a lot. So you might be walking through that spot. You might feel a slight difference in the pressure of the air. You might feel tingling or warmth as you go through that spot. You might feel like you're walking through, what do I want to say? Don't know what I want to use for an example. Just something a little different. You might feel an overwhelming sense of love. I do love you. I don't want you to think I was mad at you or hate you. And she said or, but she didn't finish the next part. Just know that I love you. Let bygones be bygones. Feel like maybe that might have been something she used to say. Go find your happy feet. So once again, she's talking about you going out dancing around and feeling free. Crank up the music and dance like nobody's watching. So if you're home alone, crank that music up. Go to your living room, kitchen, whatever, and just have some happy feet. It truly will lift your vibration. She says, don't feel silly about it. Dancing is good for the soul. And nobody has to see. All right, she's mentioning an orange. So, I don't know if she liked oranges. You like oranges. But you're going to have an orange on the kitchen counter and it's going to roll off or move or something. Not sure where she's going with this orange. She says also the color, something about the color. Do you have something orange that you just got or that you have or in your kitchen or I don't know where she's going with it for sure, but she's talking about both the color and the fruit. Did you just eat an orange? I want you to know that we take no guilt, no hate, no remorse, no anger, none of those things with us. We do not hold on to those heavy feelings when we leave. And I don't know if I told you before, when we leave, they cleanse us from all this heavy earth crap that we get. And it's like they peel the layers of an onion off of you and they get all those heavy negative feelings until you're nothing but a light, bright spirit. Nothing but love. Okay, I was asking her who was with her, and she said HAP, HAP. So I don't know if you know somebody has that nickname that's gone. I would assume that's a male name, so it's at least HA name. She's not elaborating. She's not showing me who it is. Now my head has a very, 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 very strong itch right there. So know when you get that in one spot and it just kept growing and growing and growing, like stronger and stronger, know that that's her taking her finger, her energy, and touching you there. And they make me itch anyway, but that was different. And it's just like one little spot, and it was just like getting stronger, 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 stronger. So know when you get that. Oh, now she's doing it over here. They like to do it to my head. It seems like they get more reaction out of it. So know when she does that, validate her, acknowledge her, tell her you love her, and ask her to bring you more if you want more. As she's drawing my attention, there's some little birds out here chirping around. I've got my door cracked open, even though it's chilly this morning. And the birds are just a chirping, and one's hopping around on the ledge of the deck. She wants you to actually listen to them and look at them and enjoy the peace and the beauty of them. She says we don't do that. We take everything like that for granted, and it's free, and it's what? It's part of the beauty of the earth that we ignore. Those are the finer things in life. Did she love birds? My nose is itching. All right, she's saying, how do I love you? Let me count the ways. And you know how you used to take a flower and, well, I don't know. I did when I was little. She loves me not. As you pluck the petals off of it. So I think she's trying to validate that it's her. Did you guys do this when you were little? Okay, well, I don't know what this is. She said hair and grass. Have no idea what that somebody's hair look like grass. Mine does. Just not green. I have no idea why she put those two words out together. Hopefully that's something that'll I don't know. It's her show. So anything that happens to me or around me while I'm doing a reading usually ends up being for the person I'm reading for, and so I have no idea what this is, but there's been an enormous amount of sirens. I mean, one after the other, blinky lights. Don't know how this would tie in, but that's usually the way it works. Didn't know we had that many. Not good. Going out the highway. She says somebody around you is very ornery. Like they're always pulling pranks or jumping out and going boo, scaring you, or hiding around corners, and she's slapping her knee and doing that big laugh. Like, that's a real knee slapper. She's getting a kick out of it. So whoever's doing this to you, Mom thinks it's funny. So she's validating that she knows about that. She said it's a horse laugh. She's calling it a horse laugh. She says, bake that cake. Go ahead and bake that cake. But she's not showing me cake. She's showing me meat. It's not a turkey. It looks more like a rump roast or prime. Are you guys cooking prime rib? Some people cook that for Thanksgiving or Christmas because it shows. Yeah, she's showing like a round piece of meat, kind of long, with the strings around it. Know that I will be there. I can't catch the virus. I'm glad I'm not there during this time because things are just too lonely for too many. And I think she's talking about, older people being locked away to keep them safe, but they can't see their loved ones, and she didn't want to, she would not have liked going through that. I'm glad I'm not there to experience it, but no, all is well. And I'm not sure if she means as a whole or just your household. I hear your regrets. I acknowledge them, but you need to let them go because they have no place in your life anymore. There's nothing to regret. Live your life to the fullest. I love you. So I don't know if you're doing Thanksgiving, but she's showing a table set like for Thanksgiving dinner. And she's showing like the silverware turning. Like you might have a knife sitting there and all of a sudden it's cattywampus. So even though that's a little thing, that's something easy for them to do, you may not even notice it, but maybe she's mentioning it, so maybe you will now. She's not showing anybody sitting at the table. It's just like set. And then you come back and this knife it doesn't have to be a knife, but a piece of silverware is turned a little bit. Again, that's a sign from her that she'll be there. I love you, my baby girl. Forgive me for being cranky. The forgiveness is for you, not for me. And with that, she's leaving and she's got a turkey tucked under her arm. Not a live turkey, a raw turkey. Hope she doesn't take off with your turkey. I don't know that they can do that. I suppose they could if they set their mind to it. That turkey doesn't look cooked. She's got it literally under her arm as she's walking away. She will be there. Okay. Much love to you, my dear. Thank you for allowing me to be her voice. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. Later.